The National Endowment for Financial Education's Elevating Stories for Financial Education aims to gather the viewpoints of people from around the country on why financial education and financial well-being are so important.
Hello, my name is Reina. I'm a third-year business management major with a minor in leadership studies from Bowie, Maryland, and I currently attend the illustrious Hampton University. And really why I joined the SFEPD Student Ambassador Program really stems back from high school junior year, where I was pursuing my Girl Scout Go to Work project. And my project basically focused on teaching elementary and middle school kids everything that they needed to know about financial education, economic concepts such as opportunity cost and scarcity, and just overall entrepreneurship as well. And just giving them that basis of education and understanding, I was able to see how they were so inspired with that knowledge as far as understanding like how they can create their own business and how they're able to finance it at the same time. And so from seeing that and from seeing how they had many business ideas and how they were just interested in the idea of just learning about business in general and finances, I really just wanted to continue this work, which brought me to the SFEPD program because that's in a sense what they do, and just being able to give that education to my peers and get them to start thinking about their finances as a college student as well. Yes, I do, mainly for the fact that it's very important for them to instill those important financial education concepts and just have that understanding of, of course, we want them to reach getting a career, but also once you're in that career field and once you have a job and you're living your daily life and you have expenses to worry about, and just how to understand the fact of, distinguishing wants versus needs. It's important for them to have that background and instill it very early so that by that point when they are fully in their career and they have to worry about expenses and they have to worry about saving for bigger costs such as like a car or a house, it's really, it won't come difficult to them. They'll understand it and they can teach others, and that's just how we'll continue going. I would say for me, when it came down to our first presentation, which focused on budgeting, for me, that was I really enjoyed doing that event. I really enjoyed learning about budgeting myself because number one, I wanted to learn a little bit more about it and how I was able to log my expenses and understand, okay, what do I need to cut back on? What do I need to, monitor, and what just overall like changing my spending habits. So it was interesting for me to be able to learn that in my sense and then go off and teach it to my peers, in which they learned a lot as well. I remember a lot of them, they would come back to me and they would be like, oh, thank you for this event. I really enjoyed it. And I learned a lot about budgeting. I now know how to log my expenses, and now I know what I need to scale back on as far as like, possibly going out to eat, doing it from maybe once or twice every week to just scaling it back to at least none, or maybe making different choices. So instead of like going out to eat, we're going to the cafeteria. We're using the resources that are right here and that are available to us rather than spending our own money. One thing that I wish I knew before I got to college was understanding what's a need and what's a want. Sometimes it really just comes down to like, maybe I need a purse, but I want this expensive brand of a purse. Not necessarily what I really need, or it's just more of what I want, and it just becomes more expensive. So sometimes it's like, okay, let me just get what I need, and I guess what is more sensible to have rather than what I want at that point in time. And maybe it just comes down to saving up for maybe what I want, and then by that point, it makes sense for me to have it.
To learn more, visit NEFE.org.